What's up?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, Rajesh. How are you?
इंस्टाग्राम लाइव का आदत नहीं रहा ना अभी.
I totally understand. I
तो
totally
इसके लिए
understand.
नेट तो इसके लिए नेटवर्क भी थोड़ा ड्रामा कर रहा था.
No problem. So you're in Wi-Fi right now or 4G?
आई एम इन वाईफाई.
हाँ, so Wi-Fi should be good.
माय वाईफाई
Wi-Fi
विल
हम
बी
लोग
गुड.
like हम लोगों को रोजाना इंटरव्यूज करने होते हैं तो this is something that we have sorted. That
नो
what
आई
is the speed that you need and all those things.
आई वाज जस्ट वंडरिंग एक्चुअली. नो आई नो कि मतलब मुझे आपसे सवाल नहीं करना चाहिए ज्यादा, बट आई वाज वंडरिंग दैट इन द लास्ट ईयर दैट वी डिड द लाइव, इट वाज मे एंड वो पैंडेमिक बिल्कुल चालू हो चुका था, एंड देन फ्रॉम देयर ऑन every star interview, like you started using Zoom and then packaging. So it was, maybe was it double work for you, or was it easy sitting at home and doing interviews?
It was definitely not easy. Like, for example, yesterday I did 2 interviews. Today I did 2 interviews, and those are not easy interviews. Like today we had Samantha Prabhu. So after Family Man, I don't think she has done any interviews, and maybe ours was the first one that she did. And then we had Jackie Shroff in the evening. Yesterday we had Kunal Kapoor and Dino Moria for Empire, and then we had Kabir Khan. So it is, when you're doing interviews, as you're aware, one has to do research. And so Kabir's interview was supposed to happen on Sunday. So then it did not happen on Sunday, and it got pushed on to Monday. So definitely the work has become more. Because, I'll tell you something, since last year, since last April, we have, I think, roughly done around 700 interviews, which I'm told that it is some sort of record or something like that as far as virtual interviews are concerned. So
But do it, na, find Limca Book of Records and put it in the book.
I don't know, but you said about Zoom and StreamYard and packaging. It has been a huge learning experience. The only thing was that we understood pretty early that this is not like a 21-day thing phenomenon. कि 21 दिन के बाद में सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा, तो 21 दिन के बाद में ठीक नहीं होएगा. That is something that we understood, and we started in the beginning itself that we have to find ways. And I'm glad that we were the first ones to do an interview. Like we did a WhatsApp interview with Anubhav Sinha. His Thappad had just released, and so we started it in a way. So it was great fun. But it has been a huge learning experience. It has been I'll tell you something honestly. After so many years in the industry, because of the virtual element and because of the fact that people were not in a very happy space, it was not initially easy to get the stars on board as far as interviews are concerned. Certain stars I had to, because we needed stars. Because we needed stars so that we could really make a point that yes, it is not really like a one-off thing. Live chat कर लिया किसी के साथ में, Insta live chat कर लिया. So we need to make a point. And certain stars, I had to pursue them for like say 1.5 months, 1 month. I was relentless. But once you started getting the stars, then the floodgates opened. After that, तो मेरे ख्याल से हमने किसी का कोई ऐसा होगा नहीं जिसका हम लोगों ने किया नहीं है. सबका हम लोगों ने किया.
नहीं, I'm sure that when you're talking about the word learning, मुझे वही ध्यान में आ रहा है कि ये तो एक लर्निंग हो गई Zoom की, और रिंग लाइट्स की बिक्री होना और वहां पे लाइट लगाना, एडिट करना and all that. But the learning of your own लिविंग स्टाइल इतना चेंज हो गया सबका कि हायर्ड हेल्प घर पे नहीं आ रहे किसी के, तो खुद ही झाड़ू कटका, खाना पीना. And I feel that the people, when you are saying that you did so many interviews, because the hunger to watch content on videos and phones and sitting at home, because the only company you had beside your own family was the television screen in front of you, or the YouTubes, or those platforms. So people were hungry, so they wanted content.
I'll tell you something honestly. One of the motivations was that we were getting this feedback that the interviews that you guys are doing, it's really something that we really look forward to, because we don't have much to do right now.
True.
And because otherwise all the content was something that was shot earlier. तो नया चीज नहीं था कुछ भी.
बिल्कुल.
So, and we were at one point of time we were doing live chats almost daily, and we were doing like 3, 4 live chats, and on an everyday basis. So that was really hugely motivating. Like a publicist, for example, she was following our interviews very closely. Every time she used to say that कि अभी अब कौन आने वाला है, अब कौन आने वाला है, मैंने आपको वो देखा था. So I could sense that
No, I know.
it is also a point of distraction. And one thing that we consciously did, that we did talk about the pandemic and all those things, but we also tried to make it light. We tried to make it, in terms of that, all the things that people would want to know about stars, like a lighter stuff, and like a entertaining stuff, like a fun stuff. And we discovered on iPhone you can actually insert certain stuff. Even Zoom पे भी आप कर सकते हैं, but iPhone पे क्या हो सकता है कि that, like I can, the way we are having 2 windows right now, so उसमें I can
Yeah.
have your window, like in the window that you are there, and while you are there, I can still insert an image.
हाँ, वो
You
सब
know,
मैंने भी.
so
Everybody
actually,
learned the art so well, and also the upgrades happened so well
yeah. So
that
that looks very nicely, in terms of for a something which is going live or anything of that sort. It looked very nice that this sort of plugin is available and those sort of things are available. So it was wonderful. Like, so we did an interview with Sunny Leone when it was 3 o'clock in India. She was in Los Angeles. So it was
so
good fun.
you
Anyway,
so
we have
I before you start, I want to say that among all the 100 lives and 700 lives you did, I remember May Ka Mahina, and I want to say it, and I want to go on record that I just send you one WhatsApp, and I एक deep down रहता है कि ना तो नहीं बोलेंगे, but you were really busy. If you were busy with so many back-to-back lives of who's who. And I remember I messaged you and you wrote to me, "Show anytime, tell me." And it was so nice because that was a very good
but
interview.
I know you for a long time. Like we
No,
have traveled
but that's what I'm saying. See, knowing
together.
ka nahi hai, I understand in the industry and the kind of fast-paced life and the lockdown and the COVID. I'm not saying that today, for example, if you had said कि नहीं मैं busy हूँ, मैं नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, तो nothing would have changed. You would still sit today and do it today. But the fact that you wanted to reach out also and give the knowledge that you have was very nice. So I wanted to thank you.
नहीं,
because
it's all good.
because मैं कभी आधा यहाँ रहता हूँ, आधा कनाडा में रहता हूँ, तो कनाडा में बस कंडक्टर लोग इतना थैंक यू बोलते हैं कि जिंदगी में आपने और मैंने थैंक यू नहीं बोला होगा अपने माँ बाप को भी. So it is a habit. So anyway,
No,
thank you.
I totally understand that. Okay, let's get down to the context that we have
Yes.
gathered today for. So we are having 3 books that you've read, and they've created an impact, and I am having 3 books in my lap right now. So let's do it this way. You start with your book, one book, and then I'll go with my one.
Do one book.
So we'll do it like this. It becomes
I must say, because I want to keep it light and funny. जब से हमने ये बात की book की, मैं फट से गया अपना. I know your book rack behind, even the last interview, and your framing has been very standard कि यही है, and it shows कितने आप पढ़ते हो, और it's like really beautiful, your backdrop, unlike my ugly wallpaper. So आपने बोला कि books करेंगे. I went to my book rack and I removed so many books जो पढ़े भी नहीं है हमने, just ऐसे ही लेके रखे हुए, and they are good books, mind you. They are not some books like how to see it. So I did that thanks to you. And anyway, सबसे पहले the first book that I want to really talk about, because मेरे लिए क्या होता है कि कभी-कभी एक किताब the writer के लिए आप लेते हो, कभी-कभी content के लिए लेते हो. So for me this book has changed my life, and it's called The Law of the Spirit World. It is by this beautiful lady, Khorshid Bhavnagri, who's not with us anymore. 2007 she passed away. And because we are talking about it, it's obviously a national bestseller. And I take so much pride in, pointing it out, जैसे कि अपनी कोई किताब bestseller हो गई हो. But I feel कि आज के ज़माने में जो हो रहा है, and people are facing so many different tests and trainings and karma. And this book has been written like so many years back, because अगर किसी को पता नहीं है ये book के बारे में, because we are discussing it, and I'm sure you know about this book also, because if you're not, by tomorrow you will get the book for sure.
No,
So
I'll come to Bhavana Grace once you finished. I'll tell you my side of the story.
yes, so then the point is that the short of the story is that Khorshid auntie lost both her sons, Wispy and Ratu, in a car accident, in one car accident, and that was in 1980. And just within a year or so, there is a kind of communication that is called automatic writing. So from the spirit communication, she started getting guidance from them to say कि ऊपर के जो laws हैं वो क्या हैं. So it is basically on, everybody knows karma आजकल, because karma इतना यूज हो जाता है हर नेटफ्लिक्स सीरीज में. नेट कर्मा बात करते हैं. We have so many karmic movies, a test and training, and how people have to just lead their life here, because जो यहाँ हम कर रहे हैं वो ऊपर जाके हिसाब देना ही पड़ता है. तो वहां का क्या लॉ है, और कोई रिलीजन नहीं है स्पिरिट वर्ल्ड में. देयर इज, एवरीबॉडी इज जस्ट वन. एंड द वे द सन्स हैव गाइडेड, एंड दिस बुक हैज रीच्ड द वर्ल्ड. सो मेरे लिए मतलब मेरे ऑब्वियसली Shamak Dawar, he's the one who gave me the book. And not only meeting him, but meeting him and getting the book has just transformed my life, because आजकल एक टर्म हो गया है कि स्पिरिचुअल, एवरीबॉडी स्पिरिचुअल. इतने वो इंस्टाग्राम के टाइल्स आ जाते हैं, बड़े बड़े गुरु बात करते हैं. If 3 more minutes I speak about it, people say, oh, he was trying to be so spiritual. तो मुझे पता है कि Khorshid auntie had said it, and Shamak also kept saying that if you look at things with not just your regular physical eyes, but with your subconscious mind and with your spiritual eyes, तो हर चीज अच्छी दिखती है, and हर चीज का मतलब अलग नजर आता है. So this book has really, like, if we later in the time get some, some more time, there is a chapter on karma that I opened it. We'll just read a paragraph later if there is a time or whatever. But मेरा सबसे पहला book,
you can read now, no problem.
See, the point is that there are so many chapters on this book. There is karma, there is test, training, twin souls, spirit guides, all these small topics on how to open your subconscious mind. तो I feel that इतने बुक्स निकले हैं मार्केट में, और इसके अंदर, ये बुक के अंदर सब चीज की जो असल बात है वो है. But I just loved the page when I opened to discuss with you today was karma, and it just basically says what is karma, and it says karma is based on the principle that what you sow you will reap. It can be explained in terms of cause and effect. The cause refers to your action, and the effect refers to the consequence of those action. Karma is a depth, and there are 2 types of karmas, positive and negative. And God has made this law which is governed by him, and those who follow this law will definitely find what they're looking for. So whatever you choose, make up your mind that even if you choose not to follow God laws, you will always operate under them. So no soul is above the spiritual law. So आप और मैं ये chat plan कर रहे थे, and very thankfully you said we must talk about it, and it is good to connect like that. But if for some reason there could be some disaster somewhere, some news that you had to cover, मेरे घर की लाइट चले गई होती, some things which are beyond our hand can't happen. You and I can plan what you want. We can plan the best light chat. अगर लाइट ही चली जाएगी तो हम अंधेरे में कैंडल लेके कैसे करेंगे chat? So sometimes we can do it. But light ही नहीं होगी तो कहाँ से करेंगे?
Light का इंसान हो सकता है.
हाँ, but वही है ना कि हमारा 4G is God.
No, I totally understand that, and that's definitely, I think that is the case with everyone. So I still remember when I interviewed Shamak for the first time, and I think that was, I think in 1998.
1999, Delhi.
1998 or 99, early 99, and so he was there, I think, in some 5-star hotel, and I think Greece का किया था उन्होंने.
Yes, Greece. Yes.
For Roshan Abbas. from what I
Yes.
understand. Yeah, so that's when I met him for the first time, and he mentioned about Bhavnagar, and he was so passionate about it that it's something. And whenever I've met him after that, he's always mentioned that. Even I did a telephonic interview with him once when I was in Delhi, and he was in Bombay at that point of time. He mentioned Bhavnagar even at that point of time. So I consider that you have this association with Shaman, so I totally understand that how important she is for you. Okay, time for my first book.
Yes,
So
please.
my first book is it's basically it's a book on poetry, on Urdu poetry, and it is called Urdu Ghazal: A Gift of India's Composite Culture. All right, so it is by this legendary writer called Gopi Chand Nanak Sahib. He's a legendary Urdu writer. He's a critic and one of the finest critics that we have, not only in Urdu but any language. He's 91 years of age right now. He migrated from Pakistan, from Balochistan in 1947 on a Red Cross plane, and he has worked with some of the biggest um, figures in India and abroad, like Faiz Ahmad Faiz and Zakir Hussain, who's the president. You name it, anyone and everyone. He has worked with the biggest of people, and this book basically is a nichode of his entire life. That's what he says. He took him around something like 20 years. It was to write this, and it's basically the entire journey of Urdu Ghazal, not Nazm, but Urdu Ghazal, and then how it started, and from Amir Khusro onwards, and who were the big writers and big and even writers who were not that well known, but they contributed to the growth of Urdu Ghazal, and it is translated. So it is in English. It has been translated by this wonderful gentleman called Mr. Surinder Goyal Diol. So he has translated the. It is having a lot of couplets and a lot of literary theories, and he has incorporated the literary theories of not only in India but worldwide. Some of the biggest poets and some of the biggest critics, like whatever theories that they were having. So he has done a comparative study and really exhaustive, very hardcore literary stuff, and very important book. Very important book, and I've read it twice or thrice. I've done an interview with him after that, and it was. He asked me to send some questions before that, and I sent him the questions. He liked the questions. He said that give me some time, and maybe I think he was just gauging the fact that am I ready for talking to him, and then he finally called me up and he said that we can do the interview now, and I pursued him for quite a few times, and he said, "Hey, ruk jao times." And
कहाँ रहते हैं वो?
so
Where does he stay?
he's in Delhi. He's in Delhi, but one of his sons is in Canada, and one of his sons is in US. So when I started talking to him about the interview, I think he was in Canada at that point of time with his son, and then he came to Delhi with his wife, and I think he was in Delhi when we did the interview. So yes, it's a phenomenal book. I've read it twice, and I can say it's a Bible for Urdu Ghazal. Anyone who wants to understand the nuances, because many times people don't know the script of Urdu. So I think this is a great book for them. All right, time for your second.
But you have a passion for poetry, for singing, for ghazal, so it's become so natural for you to. And I just don't want to, like, there's no spoiler alert, but I knew कि आपकी पहली book you will say that will have to be on poetry or ghazal because it is so into you. Like somebody who's a chef would obviously pick up a cooking book, you know what I mean, or a political leader would pick up some big inspirational political book. So I can understand कि मुझे पता था कि आपका तो ये होगा ही. The second book actually, is that I have a very dear friend. He's from Canada, Vancouver. His name is Anosh Irani. तो उसकी पहली book आई थी The Cripple and the Talisman. Then he wrote The Song of Kanuksha. Then he wrote Danu Road. Then he wrote The Parcel. And then recently he launched this book called Translated from the Gibberish. So the fact is that Anosh Irani के बारे में क्या है ना कि I think he writes plays also. He's won a lot of plays, awards and whatnot honor in Canada for his plays called Matka King, Bombay Black, Men in White, recently Buffoon. Even in the lockdown, they did Buffoon in the Arts Club. Just because we are connected to some way in Bollywood, he's Baman Irani's nephew.
Okay.
So, and also because we're talking about writing, I have to bring it up that I'm sure you know Spiral Bound. For people who are writing screenplay and doing, Baman is doing such a beautiful online. I think from the day one, like एक हफ्ते के अंदर जब ये lockdown announce किया था, I think Baman announced his Spiral Bound classes online, and he doesn't charge a penny, and you can just join in and just learn writing. And I must tell you that I don't know, whenever he gets to hear this, he may hit me for it, but he's a very good actor. We all know that. There is no challenge on that. But I feel the way he writes and the way he will direct.
I think I've spoken to him about Spiral Bound.
Yes, it is the most wonderful thing to happen for writers. And Anush Irani does give lectures in colleges in Vancouver, and he also is a guest lecturer for Spiral Bound. So that is the connect. But this book particularly I liked of Anush because when you meet him, and I hope one day you will meet him, is that he's a very, very funny person, but also got a dark side to the comedy. So it's like, you don't know कि वो मतलब मैं हंसूं कि डरूं. And then his kind of writing comes across in all the books, and that's why they are bestsellers. It's like a screenplay. You read the book, you will start traveling, and it's like a binge watching Netflix series and a book that you can't keep down. The idea that this is 7 stories and a 7.5 truth likha hai usne, so it's kind of very nice of him to give a little autobiographical and a biographical touch in this. The 7 stories, because he's been an Indo-Canadian, यहाँ भी है, वहाँ भी है, तो उसने इतना अच्छा blend करके लिखा है. And again, because we are talking about him, I know that he'll be very offended. I was reading from his book a paragraph, but you'll understand with just one paragraph that I chose कि कितना wicked writing है उसका, इतना smart है ना.
Sure.
That the pearls of the words that he uses are beautiful. So ये last chapter पे है हम, climax पे चल रहा है. It's called Leaving. I dump things into 2 suitcases. Books, shoes, clothes, belts, socks, some medicine that someone asked me to carry for them. A head balm or a painkiller that is either unavailable in Canada or too expensive. Along with my carry-on, I take a neck pillow that reminds me of a toilet seat. When the humans fly, we wear fluffy toilet seats around our necks. There is much more, but the book is available everywhere. I can tell you, you read a lot of books, you will like suddenly laugh and people बोलेंगे कि ये हंस क्यों रहा था बिल्कुल फ्लाइट में अकेला, and this is to be blamed.
No, I would love to. I would love to read it. Okay, my second book is the autobiography of Mr. Kuldeep Nayyar. He's one of the finest journalists that we've had. It's called Beyond the Lines, an autobiography, and it's basically Beyond the Lines was a column that was very famous by that used to write. My mother
Yes.
always used to tell me that हम चाहते हैं कि Kuldeep Nayyar type को तुम journalist हो. मतलब she was not very happy with the fact that I got into film journalism, and so she can be critical of me. Like if I put on weight, so she'll keep on telling me that you put till the time I lose it, or Kuldeep Nayyar was someone that she always mentioned, and so I'm glad that I've tried to bring in that element of seriousness and sincerity in film journalism.
Totally.
And if you see that seriousness and attempt to report authentically, then I think it's coming from Mr. Kuldeep Nayyar. And this book is very important. He was someone who was jailed during emergency, and he was known to Indira Gandhi, but he was also jailed during emergency. And what he's famous for is that he has always told truth to power. And that is something which unfortunately doesn't happen always. But he was considering that he was the sort of background that he had, so he did not have had the felicity as far as English language is concerned. So he worked on that because he was writing in that medium as far as journalism is concerned. And right through his life, be it any government, he has reported fearlessly without falling for any sort of um, benefits or ideology. He has reported right. He passed away, but till he was alive, he spoke his heart out and he was fearless about it, and always questioned the higher mighty, and never bored in front of them. So it's hugely inspiring, and it starts off. Since you've been reading out,
Yes,
I'll
please.
just um, it starts off with a very interesting thing that so he says in this book that it has not been authenticated, but apparently um, Jinnah after partition, see, he was just taking an aerial account of how things were at partition and what was really happening. So when he was taking an aerial account and he saw that people killing each other and the sort of mayhem that was taking place in the railway trains and all that. So apparently this has not been authenticated, but as per the book, Kuldeep Nayyar's book and what he had heard from reliable sources, Jinnah said that what have I done? What have I done? So yeah, and there are many I think amazing anecdotes and accounts in this book. So yeah, so very important book for me. Third book from you.
Third book from me, क्या बोलते हैं कि it has always been my desire to write because I have been just writing stuff for the media here and there. And then when it comes to something like, I can understand when you're giving birth to a baby, and then how did that feel? And then the third book that has impacted me is my own baby, Thoughtful Tweets. And the story behind it is because I claim to be a Twitter addict. अभी थोड़ा शायद नशा कम हो गया है मेरा ट्विटर का, बट 10-15 साल से ट्वीट करते करते 20-25-30 हजार ट्वीट करते करते, and not just retweeting or stuff about, I've written personal tweets. And in the lockdown, you saw enough of Netflix, you cooked, you did everything. Then I said, you know what, chalo, let's come to some idea and use it wisely. And mom and dad to hai nahi mere saath, but they always knew that I want to write a book. So I said, you know what, chalo sabse pehla page likh do book ka, and dedicate it to my parents. बाकी आगे के pages बनते रहेंगे, because the kind of support I got from a few of my friends who have self-published, they said just do it. So then the idea is to tell people that you have an idea, you think of something, it can come up to become a book. I was worried कि कितने बिकेंगे, क्या होगा, कैसे कोई हंसेंगे, doesn't matter. So these are just little small tweets. You have obviously seen the book. I am very happy that you've seen it and liked it. So I was just again looking at this book and I was saying कि let me check which are the books that I've written that inspired me. So ये नहीं कि मैंने book में कुछ लिखा है and I'm talking about something else on the life. Obviously, your taste can change, but my first book was The Law of the Spirit World book. The second book in the list was Transit from the Giebridge by Arno Shirani. Obviously, there are many other books that have inspired me, but there is one tweet that I want to read from the book because we're just doing this. Is what my mind did not say in person. What my mind did not say in person in front of you, it expresses it beautifully to your pictures. Missing my parents. So these are like these thoughts which come to my head because मम्मी डैडी के सामने तो बात करते नहीं है, मुंह खोलते नहीं है, ये अच्छा नहीं लगा, वो नहीं अच्छा लगा. And when they passed away, I saw the photograph, you garland them, you get some achievement, like you make a book, you show it to them on the photograph. So I felt that this tweet was apt for that. And on the same page.
As I told you that I've read the book, and after reading the book, my first thought was that one needs to be very careful with this guy because he's very, very observant. He's observing you at multiple levels, and you cannot really. He may not show it, but he can understand what is going on in your mind, going on in your heart, and he can call out the bluff. And there are several tweets that are mentioned in this book, which are about relationships and why is it important to live your life instead of just trying to please other people, and why is it important to be real instead of real. So it is once I read it. So there is it also talks about the experiences that you had and experience of life that you had, which is substantial. So congratulations! I'm sure that wherever your parents must be, they must be very proud of you. And
yes, I'm sure they are because I've never been so proud of anybody, besides my parents because they really. Everybody's parents, do so much selflessly and we take it for granted. And it's always ki time nahi hai, wo nahi hai. Like just one small tweet from here for my father is that he had a habit of if you came home and you said that I have an interview with Mr. Bachchan and I have to be there half an hour before, he would not let you go till you ate food and you would get late for the interview, but he would say ki uske liye bhi khana le jao, but he would feed you. So now you're going late, but you're giving him a food, saying some old man has sent you food. So you are okay. So that was his habit. So when he was not well, he could barely eat any food. So I saw him sitting on the table, and this is a thought that I got was the man who fed 1 million was seen eating his last meal alone.
I remember this.
Bear the thought, because at that time, there is no one around you. You're just by yourself and you can barely eat. So that's
Absolutely.
what it is.
No,
What is your third book?
So my third book is the biography of Steve Jobs.
I thought it's a biography of you. मुझे लगा कि मेरी बुक यहाँ पे है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ राजेश मनसुखानी. So maybe you also will show off and say कि मेरी भी book आ गई है.
No.
But it's high time for your book to come. You're late beyond.
There is a
You're late beyond century.
No. There's a book. There's a book of my poetry that is coming out. It's coming out in September itself. So I'll present a copy to you. So everything is ready in that, and so it's I think you'll like it. So as far as Steve Jobs is concerned, so he's someone who has inspired me a lot. So. I read this book and I followed him very, very closely. There is not a single video on YouTube which I have not seen as far as he's concerned. So basically, I don't see videos, a lot of videos. I tend to listen to them. And that's what I've developed. That's what the habit that I've developed during the lockdown while doing all these jhadu katka and bartan dhona.
And beautiful khana that you make.
So there is. I don't think there's any video on YouTube which I've not seen of Steve Jobs or heard. And there are several videos which I have heard many times, like his Stanford speech. I must have heard like I think 30, 40 times by now, maybe more. Whenever I feel that I need some motivation, I just put it on, and I find it very, very inspiring. So I find the guy in general very, very inspiring because he made technology so cool. He made technology so artistic. He blended art and commerce and science so wonderfully well, and his presentations were amazing. The way his presentations were an event in itself, right from the beginning, right from 1984 when Macintosh, I think the second version of Macintosh came out, and the way he presented it was something that it became an event in the world. And so he truly exemplifies an aspect. He breaks that myth that when people say it's all about the team, it's all about the team. It is definitely about the team, but if you can have someone who can give you a vision, then that team becomes great. So I genuinely believe that individuals can have, and they do bring out a lot of changes, and they do it single handedly. At least Steve Jobs did. He showed the way to a lot of people, and it's not about being narcissistic or being egotistical or that हमने किया. It's not a matter of that हमने किया, but the fact is he believed in something. The fact that he believed in the design, for example, of all his products. That like simple thing like iPhone का side में जो होगा वो एक थोड़ा सा हल्का सा they will be like a curve. Because शुरू में जो जितने भी फोन्स थे उनका कर्व का कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं था. वो सारे मतलब रेक्टेंगल होते थे या जो भी होता था उस फॉर्म में होता था. He fought for those things. The font, that font किस तरीके का होना चाहिए, that is something that he literally fought for, and it became like massive. Everyone wanted that font and those sorts of fonts, and the level of work that he put in terms of just making his products so beautiful. Like Mac looked so beautiful. MacBooks looked so beautiful. iPad looked so beautiful. So iMac, for example, that we have in our office as well, and he made it really beautiful. It was not because the concept was it's the work that they're doing that is more important than the way he looked. He made sure that what is inside them was amazing, but at the same time, from the exterior, they have to look really beautiful and classic. So he was next level. He was simply way ahead of his time. And
Totally
I
agree.
know if anyone can easily replace him, I think he is irreplaceable. He went a bit too soon, but in a way, the fact that he was aware of the fact that he's not going to be around for too long. Maybe that is why he hurried and got us iPhone and iPad and all those things like back to back, like in a span of after every 1 year. Maybe if you would have known that he will be living for a longer period of time, maybe the products could have been staggered. But the fact that he knew that he does not have too much of time, he hurried. But the world benefited from that. There are industrialists who do charity work, but as we all know, a lot of it is all publicity, on the fact that they just go for a nice PR. But what Steve Jobs did for the humanity, the way he thought about the students. आज के टाइम पे हर स्टूडेंट्स आईपैड से उनकी पढ़ाई होती है. मतलब इवन क्लासेस में आईपैड उनके पास होता है. And I think the way he contributed, the sort of charity that he did, was truly way ahead of his time. And that charity, I think, has value. It can be quantified, and you can see how it has impacted so many number of people. So I'm a huge Steve Jobs fan, and I genuinely believe that the two films have been made on him, but I don't think either of them they've done justice to him. I think he deserves a nice series, like a web series, or like a really cool and great film that can be made on him. I think it should be web series, for sure, because his life is having so much that it deserves like a web show and maybe with seasons. So I hope.
बिकॉज बिकॉज उसकी स्टोरी इतने चैप्टर्स उसके स्टोरीज के अंदर है, हर स्टेज के अंदर, फ्रॉम द वे दे स्टार्टेड, फ्रॉम वेयर ही वेंट.
With
सो
his daughter, for example, what he did with his relationship with Steve Wozniak, for example, whatever happened with him and John Scully, I think that can be so engrossing. So after watching everything on Steve Jobs, I started watching stuff of people around him. Like I saw interviews of Walter Isaacson, the guy who wrote the book. I saw the interviews of John Scully, with whom he had this massive showdown, which I think maybe दुनिया में शायद ऐसा showdown corporate world में शायद हुआ नहीं होगा आज तक, and it is so filmy. I saw the interview of his daughter Lisa, and when she wrote a book and the grievances that she had, he almost disowned her, and he spread rumors about her mother, that she was sleeping around, and maybe it was someone else's child. And so there's so many chapters in his life which are so. And then how he discovered his relationship with his adopted parents, how he discovered his mother, how he discovered his father, and he made sure that he doesn't get to know that who's his son is, because he had not forgiven him. But he did have a very good relationship with his mother. He had a great relationship with his sister, whom he met much, and they ended up having a great relationship. So there are so many chapters in his life. He went to India. He spent a lot of time in India. His early days, people used to say that he was a complete sociopath. He doesn't deserve to be there in the morning shift. He should be coming somewhere in the night shift, and very few people are there because he doesn't have social skills. So I think he was fabulous.
No, I'm sure. I think the point is that people like that don't only just make their life best, they also make bestsellers, and that is how they inspire and they motivate people. ना तो मुझे वही लगता है ना कि हर एक के पास तो स्टोरी है. आपकी लाइफ की स्टोरी आपको पता है कि क्या है, कैसे है, your grandparents and your children and my own story. So I understand that, books like these, autobiographical and biopics that come across of so many people, if you look at, just jumping into someone like Mahatma Gandhi, then we know there are so many layers to that. From the point of view of father, and father, son, and father of the nation, so many things which were like, differently done.
No, absolutely. I've read Experimental Truth, and he's a great guy. There's absolutely no doubt about that, and so honest about his frailties, and when he went to London and UK, for example, and he was a vegetarian, and people used to say that how will you survive? You don't drink, you don't eat non-veg food. How will you survive in this cold climate? And so he was phenomenal, and I think today more than ever before, I think people need to rediscover him. People need to. आज के time पे ये एक ironical situation that in India there's a lot of people who are reading Hitler's Mein Kampf rather than Experiments in Truth of Gandhi, because India. So basically, India is a confluence of states. It's like the Constitution says, it's nation of nations. Many states willingly coming together, and they are countries in their own right. Like Maharashtra can be like it's having its own culture, its own language. In earlier times, it was like what we call a separate country earlier. Like Deccan was a separate country, Awadh was a separate country, and it's only after partition that when the Britishers went away that the idea of India came into being. And as a country in the world sphere, a lot of respect that we have earned, we have earned it because of Gandhi.
Totally. But we're talking about Steve Jobs. We're talking about Steve Jobs. We're talking about Mahatma Gandhi, and all the खाली books की बात कर रहे हैं हम. So we won't talk about biopic movies. But I told you that I went to my book rack, and because obviously Rajesh मेरा नाम है, so a friend of mine gifted me a Rajesh Khanna biopic, and then obviously I'm very close to this family, so Rakita ने अपने डैडी के ऊपर बुक लिखी थी प्रेम चोपड़ा के बारे में. Rakita, the daughter wrote on the father, and then obviously we know Miss Malini and how she blogs. उसने अपनी खुद की book लिखी, and then obviously I met Hema ji. I was so excited to get the book from her. And then let's not talk about the lady who's taking it everywhere, unfinished. सबकी प्री कॉपी इतनी ऑर्डर की. So I wanted to ask you because I've got so many stars ka biopic books. I saw your wonderful interview with Kabir Bedi. A few of my friends, I haven't read it yet. It's a very, very good book. He really poured his heart out, and I could gather from the conversations that he had with you and Priyanka Chopra and everybody. So, what do you think that all the Bollywood, both like Kabir, like if you look at Karan Johar's book, like The Unsuitable Boy, I think it was a really, really well written book. At least it resonated with me. And you talk about
No,
Kareena
definitely.
Kapoor,
I like it.
Kareena Kapoor's new book on pregnancy. Everybody's talking about how she's again poured her soul out. So, how do you feel that this trend, Rishi Kapoor's book and this and that, how long will this trend go, or does it make sense, or it doesn't? Like it's just one of those gimmicks, you think?
No, I think people have already always written books, and I think I'm sure that पहले भी ऐसा होता था that some of the books they were good, some of the big books were ordinary, and they were just forgotten after a point of time. So I think it will just keep on happening. For example, like I was pleasantly surprised when I read the Kabir sir's book. Like I developed this massive respect for him after reading it because um, it's not merely a book. So the way he has chosen the chapters from his life, and like his parents, for example, his mother was an English woman, and his father was a freedom fighter, and the way they came together, and they married, and she was here in India, and she was fighting for the cause of India's freedom, and they were close to Nehru, and all sorts of things. So like it's fascinating. It's a fascinating journey that he has had. Or he did an interview with Beatles, for example, and how he did that. His popularity in Italy, for example, is insane. It is absolutely insane. Like I've seen videos, and the sort of popularity that he enjoyed in Italy, in Europe, in general, even Spain, for example, it was absolutely crazy. He's still very popular in Italy, for example, even now. And the way he has poured his heart out about his relationship, like say, for example, with Parveen Babi. And many a time when people write books, so they tend to glorify themselves, and they tend to belittle other people in their lives. It happens many a time. So, be it Prathama Bedi's relationship with Prathama Bedi, be it his relationship with Parveen Babi, he is being self-critical as well. He's admitting his own frailties as well. If he's having any, like if he's not being loyal or all those things, so he's admitting that.
Good.
At all points of time, and trying to as honestly as possible, like especially the chapter on his son, um, and his stint with depression, for example, and like he shared the letter that his son wrote for him, and so he's not trying to whitewash anything. He's just he's admitting the fact that his son blamed him for whatever, like in terms of issues that he had in life, and he was fine with it. He has openly admitted that. He has mentioned that. He included his letter in the book. So
No, I
it's
think it's commendable. Talking about this, the same fabric is what Nina Gupta's book also is, no?
I've read Ninaji's book, and that surprised me as well. It is we don't we many a time we don't know the context about certain incidents in certain people's lives, and we judge them in a completely, we mistake them in a
Don't
completely.
judge the book by the cover.
It is so fascinating, and she has kept that chapter right in the end, where she talks about her parents. That his father, he had two wives, and so he married her mom out of love, but some due to that kundli and all that stuff, his father had certain conditions, and because of that, he had to marry a woman of his father's choice. So he had two wives. One, like he came to them during the day, and he went to his other family in the night, and that's how she lived her life, and it's very obvious that her her approach towards family and all that was in a way dysfunctional organically right from the beginning of her life. That is why maybe, and she got into serious relationships. She tried to hang on to it as much as she could, and then the entire Vivian Richards chapter happened, and so experience that she may have had in her life. So she had in a way, like a dysfunctional life, and she's having a daughter out of wedlock, and how she lived her life. So it's very interesting. But once you get a perspective, her brother lost his way, and even though he was very intelligent, he went into alcohol and depression, and he passed away. And it's very commendable that how she has managed to um, hold her own and admit anything and everything about her life so positively and openly, without any tinge of shame or anything. And yet, she is someone who has done masters in Sanskrit. She has that level of rooted knowledge, and she is inherently like a shy person and like a homely person. You have a different perception of her. The world has had different perception of her, but she's a different person altogether. So it's a good book.
No, I think
Absolutely.
in a nutshell, I was thinking about ये क्या हो रहा है सब लोग book लिखे जा रहे हैं. Then I've understood what you just told me, and a few examples that we have taken is that if you are going to put honesty in your book and not just fabricate like a fairy tale, because fiction नहीं है ये, हम biopic की बात कर रहे हैं. अगर fiction की बात कर रहे हैं या semi fiction की बात कर रहे हैं या docu drama की बात कर रहे हैं, then you can add the mirch masala and put it like that. But these are books from your soul. You are opening up, and I think when some of them said it's healing, I understand it's a healing process. So the public and the reader who reads, people who read, like I just went through Rajesh Khanna's book, and the writer Yasir Usman ने जो लिखा है, the kind of pictures and the kind of research I can understand in the book गया होगा, तो जो भी राज खन्ना का fan होगा already knows a lot about his life. So the book has to match the imagination of a fan also. So I guess that the
I'll tell you something.
Yes.
My yardstick for any good book or like any good biopic is that it has to show your warts. If you want to show the glory, also show the warts, because that's what a human being is. Human beings, they have their shortcomings, they have their pluses. If you only show how great they are, or and all those things, so it really is not going to work with the audience, because they'll understand कि अभी तो understand में खाम खाम जरूरत से ज़्यादा glorify किया जा रहा है. अगर न्यूज़ चैनल चल रहा है मतलब उसमें हाइप किया जा रहा है हर चीज़ के लिए, मतलब ये थैंक यू आपने हमारे लिए ये किया, थैंक यू. तो
नहीं, but I know ना इसके लिए मेरी तो बहुत ही छोटी किताब थी, लेकिन like from my heart जो ट्वीट था, कोई क्या बोलते हैं पंक्चुएशन बराबर नहीं था या something, and I said, you know what, I don't want to edit it. This is the way I think. This is the way I think. This is the way I talk. This is the way I am. So if the way you are, and that is how when I do this book and I then follow this book, then I understand कि जितनी reality आप life में रखोगे. And that is why when you look at even Ano Shirani's books, his humor is like that. You will talk to him, you will not understand ये आदमी कैसा है. But also before we, call it a night, I wanted to ask you, what are you reading currently? Which any book are you reading? Because I got
Yes,
one book in my hand I'm reading.
so I'm reading two books right now. One is this book on. So there is a book on Mir Taqi Mir. So it's once again by Narang Saab and translated by Surinder Dior. Beautiful book. And Mir Taqi Mir was an outstanding poet, and arguably maybe he's one of the finest Urdu poets, or maybe finest poets in India ever. And the sort of variety that he brings to the table is truly outstanding. And so interestingly, there's this incident that Narang Saab has mentioned that Asifullah, he came to know that Mir Taqi Mir is he's there in his kingdom, and like he's a great poet and all that. So he asked his one of his subordinates कि that just ये जाओ ये नजराना उनको दे के आ जाओ मेरी तरफ से. तो सबऑर्डिनेट गया, उसने कहा कि 10,000 रुपए जो हैं वो आसिफुद्दौला साहब ने दिलवाए. अब उस जमाने में 10,000 रुपए जो हैं वो 10 लाख के बराबर थे.
Totally.
तो मीर ने वापस करवा दिया. उन्होंने कहा बताओ, एक शायर की आप कदर नहीं करते. अगर इतना ही अगर हमें हमें एजाज बख्शना था तो खुद आना चाहिए था. किसी के हाथ पैसे भिजवाने की क्या जरूरत है. So he was he had that level of ego, Anna and all that stuff, and some will call it ego, some he would call it self-respect.
That's what. It's a very thin line. I know that.
You want to do
I have seen so much in the close quarters of what people call self-respect and they call ego self-respect. But, I've just stuck with one principle that, each one to their own journey because you can't help it. सबकी अपनी upbringing है, conditioning है. And that is why I'm also more and more reading books like this. Actually, the book that I'm reading is from Canada, actually, again, is Living with Consciousness. It's a very sweet spiritual man called Nozer Kanga. And it's a very simple day-to-day कि life से कैसे cope करना है, gratitude कैसे practice करना है, because वो भूल गए हम. Gratitude का तो किसी को अंदाज ही नहीं है ना. Everybody is so busy. And most important, raising your consciousness level. We have to be conscious. हमारा ये हो गया है कि we are conscious कि कैमरा के सामने कैसे लग रहे हैं, मेरे बाल ठीक है कि नहीं, सब बराबर. And then your inside is not shown. How much can you hide? So these kind of books, which are like self-help books, living with consciousness. I love the name and I picked it up because we are living. I think half of them are looking unconscious and they act also कि वो बस कोमा में जी रहे हैं, जी नहीं रहे हैं. They feel they're living, but they're in a coma.
No, absolutely. And I'm reading one more book, and that is the Mr. Girish Karnad's biography.
Oh, wow. See?
Yeah, so that he's a legend. And the way he has written, so he was a fabulous writer as well. So far it is very, very engaging.
No, I'm very happy that the lockdown ने काफी आदतें अच्छी की हैं. वॉक कर दो, टेरेस पे चले जाओ, फूल पत्तों के फोटो ले लो, राइटिंग कर दो और अपने आप को अच्छे से जानने की कोशिश कर दो. Do these Instagram lives and connect and learn so much because with your chats and whatever live chats I did, in compared to your 700, I think I did 75 to 80 in that time. And I realized that I also want to talk to someone who's 20 years junior to me, who's become a big designer, presenting in the Lakme Fashion Week, or a model who had just come to Bombay, has become Mr. India. But I know them. So I said, let's catch up and chat up on their journey. And like people like Vanita and Umang are friends. So you just get so elevated when you talk to them, Like Jamal from HT and from, his beautiful Men's Health magazine can be Jamal Sheikh. But then they are buddies. So we just discuss media and why the headline should be capturing and why it should not be capturing, how important is a cover image. So it was so enriching for me and catching up with friends. And that is how I thought, we must do that. And I will send you this book. I want to send you this book.
Yeah, sure.
It'll shine in your book rack. It'll make you shine and glow as you are. And when you're in Bandra next time, now everything is opened up. So let's catch up for coffee. It's long overdue.
No, definitely. You should.
Between your
We
100
should.
interviews that you do in Land's End and in Juhu.
No, we should do that, and I think you should start the season 2 of your chat show.
Season 2 नहीं मैं second book जरूर सोचूंगा maybe. It has given me a push by you really saying that don't take your book as small, take it like what you've written, and you've really been kind enough to do this with me. I'm not saying it for effect, but I will work on that, and I will look forward to meeting and having coffee with you in person. ये both हो गया अभी, Instagram both हो गया अभी. Next time only meeting.
Very soon. We'll do that.
Thank you very much. Have a
All
good
right, you
night.
take care, Ajit. Lovely talking to you, man.
Bye bye.